Hello YouTube and welcome back to my 164th Custom Farm Toys series. Today is going to be part 2 of the stripping video, and this is going to be the results and the final steps of the process. So I got my can open here and I'm going to go ahead and use my pliers to fish the piece back out and then let all the acetone drip off of it there. And actually, we'll just set it right here and let it... Oh, never mind. Let's try that again. Set it right there and let it drip dry a little bit. And in the meantime, I'm going to grab a garbage can quick because I'm going to need a place to start scraping the paint off into. Alright, so I'm just going to take my knife now and just kind of... This paint's been loosened up pretty good, so you just kind of got to help it off. This is actually the first red tractor I've done. It seems honestly like the green paint comes off a little better, but that could just be me. Yeah, I am a John Deere guy, so that probably doesn't help. But yeah, so you just take your knife and you scrape all this off, and you gotta be careful you don't want to cut too much into the metal that it's going to leave grooves and stuff like that, but if you're pretty gentle with it, it shouldn't be a problem. And it can be kind of difficult to get into some of the crevices and stuff, but you know, just do the best you can, and it's going to look 100 times better if you do this process anyways. And so if you miss a little spot here and there, it's probably not going to be super noticeable, but I'll go ahead and get this one cleaned up the best I can, and then I'll show you guys what the finished product is. Alright guys, you can see my progress here. I'm going to go ahead and drop this back in and let it soak a little bit longer to loosen up the rest of that stuff. If you do have areas that are tough and the paint doesn't seem to want to let go, try just scratching it up a little bit, get a little bit of it off, and then drop it back in, and sometimes that'll break it up. Another thing to keep in mind is I'm making a pulling tractor out of this tractor, and so this whole area where the engine basically is that's not covered up with hood, that's all going to get covered up. And so that would be kind of an intricate, hard part to get the paint out of because there's so many little nooks and crannies, but I don't have to worry about that for this application. And so that's why I hardly touched that. And so depending on what you're doing, this can be easy or it can be pretty difficult. But like I said, I'm going to let her soak for a little bit longer, but you can kind of get the gist of what it'll look like when it's all done. And like I said, then you put a nice coat of primer on that, and your ending paint is going to be much nicer than if you tried to paint over the Ertl paint. So thanks for watching. Leave a like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments. I just wanted to add a quick little clip to the end of this video. This is what the tractor looks like after most of the paint has been stripped, and you can see I've started doing some of the removal and stuff like that to turn it into a pulling tractor. But that's about as far as I'm going to go with stripping the paint. And like I said, I don't need to worry about the engine bay because it's a pulling tractor. Otherwise, I would get in there, but it's difficult to get in when you got that intricate detail as well. But that's what the finished product looks like.